Hey there, YouTubers. I'm out here with the country Squire. Got the engine running really well. I changed the oil, put new points in it, new plug, serviced the engine. Runs really well now. Also changed the gear oil in the transmission and in the rear end, and also the gearboxes on each side of the axle. So I'm going to start taking it apart and getting some stuff painted. And I'm not going to go totally original with it because it's supposed to be all orange, and I'm not an orange guy. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to paint the hood orange, the two fenders orange, the frame orange, and the engine orange. And what I'm probably going to paint, the seat black, the dashboard black, all the levers for the hitch and everything black, and the steering column black, just to change it up and break up the color a little bit. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna start getting it all tore apart, and I'll put a video together, probably with just some pictures. I'm not gonna be videoing the whole thing because it would take a while. So stay tuned, and I'll get this going and show it to you guys. Till then, Boneyard out. Welcome in. Going to do a little update on the country Squire. Got the frame pretty much all painted. Dashboard all back on. New throttle cable, new choke cable, new starter button. I also put in on the other side. Right there, I put a main battery shutoff with a key. I like to use them on my dune buggies also. Gas tank, I just pretty much scuffed it and painted it. Whoever owned it before welded a couple holes up, and I was scared to take a sander or anything to it because it wasn't leaking, so I figured if it's not broke, don't fix it. But I'm going to be looking out for a new one. Started doing my wiring. Still got to finish hooking up the voltage regulator. I'm going to put a cigarette lighter in it, a couple headlights on the hood. So I got more fuses than I need, but that's fine. Always good to have extra. Gotta get to the front wheels. I gotta take them off. I gotta put a tube in this one right here. And I gotta paint the wheels and paint the bottoms of the spindles. So that's what I'm gonna be doing next. And also, I broke a seat bolt off. The bracket bolts in right there. Probably should have fixed it before I painted it, but I thought I could get vice grips or a pipe wrench on that piece right there, but it's stuck in there pretty good. So what I think I'm going to do is just cut that off, and I'm going to drill a hole straight through with a bolt and a nut and bolt it up that way. So I'll be working on that. I got the seat over there. It's all painted. So after I get all that done, the only thing I have left is to sand the hood down and prime it, and the rear fenders. As you can see, my shop is pretty messy, so I have to do a cleanup midway through because I can't stand this. First thing I'm gonna do is do that. So okay, there'll be some more pictures to follow, and we'll see you then. Okay, so I got the fenders base coated and 2 coats of clear. I'm going to put the last coat of clear on it now. It's a nice day in New York today. Probably like 40 degrees, so not too bad. I will paint these and then put the heat on in here. Okay, that's it. Got 3 coats of base coat, 3 coats clear coat. We'll let this sit for a couple minutes, and then I'm going to crank the heat on and get it really warm in here. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, here's a little update. Got the battery box, or battery tray, all built. Did a little pinstripe on the fenders. Did some pinstripe on the drive shaft tube. Pretty much got it all wired. Come to figure out the voltage regulator is bad, so I have to get one of those Also put a little accessory there. So yeah, all I got left is that hood. Plan on doing this weekend. And the exhaust. Other than that, it's just about ready to go. Okay, YouTubers. I'll be back. So we have the first coat on the hood. And let that dry up really good. And then give it another coat. We'll do 3 or 4 coats of color and 3 coats of clear. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm working on the exhaust. I cut the old one off and the pipe is stuck in the head. So what I do is I make sure the valve is closed, your exhaust valve is closed, and you can shove some paper towel way up in there. Then you cut it off with a sawzall, and then I don't know if you can see, I cut a slit right on the bottom. And you want to be careful that you go and you cut through it, but not too far, because you don't want to mess up the threads inside the head. So just take a sawzall or even a hacksaw blade and just go easy and steady until you get it through. And hopefully I can get a pipe wrench on that now and take that out. If not, then I might have to make another cut, you know, right up in here and take that piece right out. So I'm going to put the camera down and see if I can get a pipe wrench on that and see what happens. Okay, so I got the exhaust pipe out. I don't know if you can see, but the threads look good. Here's the piece I took out. You can see I cut a section out, and then I took a hammer and chisel and tapped it around and until it came out. That's how you get an old rusty exhaust pipe out. Then after you're all done, take the paper towel out and start the engine. Just let it blow out whatever metal filings that's in there. But as long as your valve is shut and you got a piece of paper towel in there, you should be fine. Okay, I'm gonna go put another coat of paint on the hood, and we'll be back. Okay, so I got the Country Squire project all done. Painted the hood yesterday. Just got done putting pinstripe on it. Did a yellow pinstripe to break up the color. I think it came out pretty nice. That hole in the hood is your access for the spark plug, which I'm going to take a piece of aluminum and make a little cover for that. The dashboard, I did red pinstripe on that because it was black. Right there I put a battery shut off. Above that is my kill switch. Above that is my amp meter, my starter, my switch for the headlights, and underneath that is the choke. And the throttle's right on the transmission. Also put pinstripe around the rear fenders. I was thinking about adding another one, maybe right in here all the way across, but I don't know. I'll leave that up to you guys. Let me know what you think about adding some more pinstripe on them fenders. My rear light. A little red pinstripe on that. Battery tray. So I'm pretty happy the way it came out. Went to Tractor Supply today and picked up my exhaust. use a couple 45s, 90 to get it out the way I wanted it. I also put a bracket on it just to help sturdy it. And them holes right there is for the headlights, which I think my exhaust is going to be in the way of the lights, but we'll figure that out another time. If you're wondering how I did the pinstripe, it's 3M tape pinstripe. I also did a video on how I put the pinstripes on. If you go down on my videos, there's a motorcycle that I redid for my wife, and I did a little video on how to put the pinstripes on. I'll put the link on the bottom of this one. So yeah, it's the Country Squire. Next one's going to be my little red wheel horse. So stay tuned for that one. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe. If you already did, thanks. Appreciate it. Tell your friends. Hit the thumbs up. Been a couple weeks before I put a video out. I was doing this one, so I hope you enjoy it. Alright guys, have a good night.